So there's been a lot of talk this year about people going out, being stupid, being mentally ill, and committing a mass shooting. It's an unfortunate circumstance, and I can guarantee you that no one in the Second Amendment community is cheering for things like that. We believe that people need to be responsible with their guns and that it is not a tool in order for you to facilitate criminal actions. It's simply not. But good old Biden, any chance he gets on his stage and says that we need to ban assault weapons, we need to ban guns, we need stricter background checks, we need red flag laws or confiscation laws.
We're not stopping here. I'm determined to ban assault weapons in this country. Determined. I did it once before, and I'll do it again.
Mate, shut the fuck up.
These people simply have a low level of intelligence, or they're simply taking orders from somebody. And it's one of the reasons why I created this shirt. LGBTQ+. Let's get Biden to quit, plus Kamala too. I mean, ain't that the truth? Only meaning that I know of these letters. Anyways, I think they reported like 99 mass shootings this year, when in reality there is one. And let me be clear on that. If you're a gangbanger and you decide to shoot up the block or whatever you call it nowadays, that is not a mass shooting. And it should not be reported as one. It is simply a dumbass with a gun. Can we separate the two? Can we? Listen to this.
Turning now to a developing story out of Memphis right now, where a mass shooting at a block party left 2 people dead and 8 others hurt. This all happened where hundreds gathered.
This was a block party in the Orange Mound Park that was occurring, as far as we know, without a permit. There were approximately 200 to 300 people in attendance.
You know, nowadays I look for any form of simply the government embracing communist values. They were operating without a permit.
That was occurring, as far as we know, without a permit.
You need a permit to throw a block party now? Oh my God. Are you serious? Pretty soon you're going to need a permit to buy a pack of gum. Pretty soon you're going to need a permit to spend your own money. You're going to have to call the bank and say, hey, pretty please, can I have some of the money that you're investing every day and giving me no percentage of, please? So before I show the video of this is not my kind of party. I'm not really interested in doing things that are simply very dangerous or reckless anymore. If you would have caught me 10 years ago, I would have been like, okay, let's give it a shot, but no. Unfortunately, some people just don't grow out of being a dumbass. It's just the way life is.
Right there, scary moments. 8 people shot in the Orange Mound. This video shows hundreds of people running for their lives as a barrage of gunfire echoes around them. This morning, we have team coverage of this breaking news story Fox 13 brought to you last night. The latest mass shooting in Memphis. You can see people run for cover and literally dive in the dirt trying to save themselves.
So this is a mass shooting? Or is this a group of people who embrace a culture of just shooting guns at people? I'm talking about the culture that you hear in any rap song nowadays. And I had to have somebody send me one of these because I don't know the culture. There is this rapper who literally talks about just dumping rounds into people. In fact, it's in a lot of them. Why is that not discussed on the White House floor? Why isn't Joe Biden going up there and saying, hey, I listened to this rap song and they were glorifying killing people in it? Do we think this is manipulating people's brains? Now look, I am all for freedom of speech. And if you are manipulated by somebody saying something that is just dumb, that means you're a dumb person. And hopefully you'll learn from it. But everybody takes their time in terms of what they think is important in life and what isn't. But let's look at this screenshot for a second. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 guns. Just holding them up. All right, we're at a block party. We're just going to shoot it up right now. Could this have possibly been gang related? No? If it wasn't, my point is even more valid, that people just want to have this degenerate lifestyle. I mean, I can already see the ATF looking at this saying, oh, well, at least they didn't have a pistol brace on there. If you were in the news, especially some of these more woke news companies, I'm willing to bet that your job interview kind of goes like this. Hey, your job is to manipulate people into thinking that something is not as it seems. For Exhibit A, they get on their news station and they call this a mass shooting. Let's rename it for these people. This is a group of dumb people with guns.
Mass shooting that happened in Orange Mound. It is raising more questions about gun violence in Memphis. Two people began firing into a large crowd during a Saturday night block party. Tonight, WREG's Alex Coleman talks with a church pastor and civil rights leaders on why the violence must end if Memphis hopes to have a positive future.
It's so alarming to us that people can assemble in such large numbers and brandish weapons such as were being brandished, and then a gunfight apparently breaks out and people are killed and wounded.
Some say this kind of violence can be partially blamed on the lack of adequate programs for young people.
Crime seems like the only resort that they have left.
Something like this should never be reported as a mass shooting, and something like this should never be included in a speech from Joe Biden saying, well, this is a reason why we need to ban these weapons. Joe, can you ban idiots? Can you? Then there's your answer.